Hey everyone, this is Anne with another mini episode of the Let's Get Naked podcast. This series we're talking about Make It Make Sense, and today we're going to talk about being offended on someone else's behalf. When the hell did it become trendy to be offended for other people? Like, who nominated you as the emotional spokesperson for an entire demographic? Make it make sense. Somewhere along the way, allyship got hijacked by professional pearl clutchers. People who build entire identities out of outrage that doesn't even belong to them. You can't even tell a joke anymore without someone jumping in like, well, actually, someone somewhere might find that offensive. Yeah? Then let them say something. You don't get to audition for their victimhood. There's a lot of Karen energy in that, and not the funny meme kind, the kind that screams about empathy but secretly thrives on control. Because being offended on someone else's behalf isn't compassion, it's ego. It's moral cosplay. It's pretending to care while really just craving the power to police everyone else's tone, language, and thoughts. You want to know what real empathy looks like? Listening, understanding, helping when you're asked, not hijacking someone else's pain to virtue signal your superiority. If you're constantly hunting for offense, you're not enlightened, you're addicted, and social media is your dealer. How about we all stay in our own lanes? Be offended when something actually offends us, not when it offends the imaginary committee in your head. Because newsflash, not every conversation needs your commentary, not every joke needs your permission, and not every disagreement is discrimination. So make it make sense. When did feeling things on other people's behalf become the new personality trait? And can we please retire this fake empathy era and get back to actual human connection, the kind that doesn't require a filter or a disclaimer? So this is a fun one for me. I'm here with Cameron.
Yeah, that was a great intro also.
This is a fun one for me because I think, we talk about it all the time about people being offended on other people's behalves.
Sure.
What a fucking waste of Skittles, right? The idea that someone gets off on policing other people, and we all know who those people are. Mm-hmm. They're fucking terrible. Like what happened in their life to make them so miserable where that's what really does it for them is clutching their pearls for somebody else that's, I think that's how we've gotten into a lot of the trans stuff that we have now. Is people clutching pearls on somebody else's behalf. And it's like all of these people that we're saying are such bad people weren't maybe necessarily trying to offend anyone. Maybe they just weren't educated, didn't know, or whatever that looks like. And instead of saying, can we have an open conversation, a vulnerable conversation about it? Now we have the Karens clutching their pearls, motherfuckering the other people on the other side. Like it turns into a whole thing.
Yeah, and the whole cause gets hijacked.
Yeah.
Right. At that point, it's hijacked and it spirals into something that in no way resembles what it was originally. You know, and it ends up hurting the people that Karen claims that she's protecting.
Right. Isn't that wild?
Isn't it?
Who do we get to police Karen? That's it.
Right. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. Everybody knows who Karen is, and we can sit here and we can come up with example after example as far as that goes. But the real question for me is, how do we get the message to Karen about stopping what she's doing?
Oh, sending her a note, maybe.
Yeah, how do we send her a note? How does that happen?
I got tired of watching people drag themselves through life half dead from exhaustion, comparison, and bullshit. So I built a system that flips the script. This book is for the ones who refuse to settle, who know deep down there's more, and who are ready to call themselves out to level up. If that's you, welcome. Let's go. You can get your copy of the Life Hack Playbook on Amazon or on the podcast website, letsgetnakedpodcast.com.
Do we put it on a paper airplane or a passenger pigeon, or how do we get that one out there on the interwebs?
It's funny. I'm going to, along with when this short episode airs, I'm going to come up with a way to let Karen know in the nicest possible way, and we'll post that because that would be excellent for her to just have a little bit of awareness about hey, Karen, you're making things worse, not better. Because I really do believe in that situation that Karen actually thinks she's helping.
Sure.
I do. Maybe she gets off and she's a little bit misguided. Maybe she gets off on policing people because I definitely know there are those that are like, they really want to know that they're in control of how other people act, which newsflash, you never are, right?
President of the HOA.
Right. The president of the HOA. Cameron and I have never lived in an HOA for good reason. And we had to deal with one a while ago. And it was just like, oh my God, I understand now why people go into HOA meetings and blow other people up. And I'm not fucking condoning gun violence, but I'm just saying I get it. Like, fuck. That's a perfect example of someone policing somebody else. You know, you've got a kid that's playing basketball outside and Karen drives by and says you can't have a fucking hoop out there. And it's like, stop it. You'd rather him be inside fucking playing on a video game? Okay, so this is...
And Karen doesn't even live in that neighborhood.
Karen doesn't even live in the neighborhood, right? She's offended on somebody else's behalf. This is excellent. This is going to be good homework for me. I'm going to figure out a way that we can pass a note to Karen so that when you see this, right, whatever I come up with, you can just forward that social post to whoever Karen is. We'll do it in a playful way just to like, maybe she's going to be offended, but that's on her. That's about her, not you. But we'll come up with that and stay tuned. I'll have something that'll be fun for that. And that's all we're going to say about that.